What is up, my BBossBaddies and my fellas? It is your girl Bosana, and welcome BBossArmy. So today I will be talking about the things that you fellas out here can do that women wish you guys would do more of. So if you are not already doing it today, hopefully you guys start doing it. And then for the fellas that are of course doing it, they want you to do, women to be exact, want you to do more of it. Okay, so I do have 2 other channels. Links down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and can we go ahead and jump into it? Yes. First thing that I have on my list, fellas, is that women wish men will take the first no and not give a dang. So down to the whole testing that you guys go through, down to how difficult it could be when dealing with women. Women are gonna constantly put you to the test. So you can be a high value version. You can be upgraded. That is cool. But women will still put you up to the test. So ultimately, it does not matter what type of guy you are. It doesn't depend on anything on that sort. So when you deal with a woman, if she asks you certain things, if she puts you to a test, and now to go into this question of not wanting you to care, not wanting you to give a reaction of the whole no, a lot of these girls know that this is how fellas will act. You guys will feel away, right? Think about it like this. Let's close our eyes. Okay. What about if she was dealing with men all day? If she was saying no all day, and that is the situation with modern day women, and then you came about it, that didn't sound that right. And when you came to her, and she asks you some type of thing of, okay, you know what? Well, I like you, or you're cool. And then it switches up to no. Or she comes and approaches you, and all of a sudden it's, well, oh, you're this. Can you improve that? Or the classic, you approach her and it's a no. However the no goes, for you fellas out here, if the no is going to go to a no, it's simply because you fellas are putting yourself still in that situation over and over, time to time again. So most definitely with the no's that women are shedding and saying all the time, you have to take it like this. If she's gonna do this all the time, what makes you stand out? What makes your no not to be a no no more for her? So a simple example for a lot of you fellas out here is that, why would you stand out? You will stand out because you are the type that won't care if this girl will not respond. You're the type that you only care about the outcomes, and this is what should resonate or should be what's most important to a lot of you fellas, should I say. What should be the most important thing is that you're still bettering yourself for yourself. You're still improving for yourself. So that no that you get, it's not hurting you. It's not bothering you. It's not getting to the best of you. And so a lot of fellas out here, they don't know what they want with women. They know they want that woman, but they don't know if they want to be happy truly. You can say you want to be happy with a woman, but if you want to be happy with a woman, what backs it up? For me to be happy with a woman, excuse the sirens, that's the side. You know, we do the live, so you guys are going to hear the sirens. But if you want to be happy with a woman, your requirements, your expectations, and this is how we'll wrap up. Your expectations, your requirements will be, I want a woman to always respect me. I want a woman to always treat me right. I want to feel loved. I want that woman to always be there. When I have no one to turn to, at least can she be there? Those are your expectations. When you say no to a woman, those are you saying that every expectation and requirements and what is supposed to go, it's going to go that way. This is how it's supposed to be. My expectations are going to come to life. But the downfall is that the beauty, the things that, and this is more rare, the things that women can say can get the best of you. It could get the best of you as far as I love you, or, you know, I'm going to be here, or I don't want this, I'm independent, but it doesn't really matter. So those things get back to you guys, and y'all can't handle saying just simply no. And so the other things of weakness and simping and showing other sides of yourself, it just comes down to your true self is not a man of who you think you are. And I know it sounds bad, but I just got to say this. Women wish more men will say no and not speak to them afterwards because they're testing you. They're trying you out and they are so used to what they get. So ultimately, you want to be who you are. You want to be a different type of guy. It's just down to you. If you want to be confident around women, if you want to look different, if you want to be more special, fellas, you can't be any other thing than that if you're not going ahead and being yourself and being true to who you are, because you're going to live a fake life your whole entire life for this woman. And it's just down to that. All right, let's move on. Next thing on my list is shaving to a minimum. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory, but shaving to a minimum, I'm honestly being real with you guys. A lot of women do not like too hairy. Now, I'm not discrediting everybody, or not everybody, I'm sorry. Anybody, I meant to say. I'm not discrediting anybody that has more hair. But I'm just trying to say is that you have your best bet, and I'm going to keep it simple. You have your best bet when you have less hair. Now, it's only more so you got to think about the types of women you're coming across, how you live your lifestyle. So if you're always in situations where you're dealing with different types of women, they're going to want different types of guys. If you're in a situation where you're going to a certain city, a certain club, or that one girl you've been liking for so long, you're always going around her. If you notice certain hygiene traits that she does not like, if you think you can keep doing, or certain hygiene traits you notice it never works with women, if you keep doing, it will not work. And there's no other way around it, because women do not like that and they express it. And that's why they distance themselves. So the hairiness or not shaving to appropriate amount, it's not to be detailed where you need to be shaved. Simply, fellas, just, shave to a good amount. Women do, and I would say, honestly, personal, I like hair on a man, but I think it's just when it's too excessive or when it's nothing there, sometimes it's iffy. But if you want to play the slow and kind of like, we'll try it out, or the safe zone compared to the no hair to a lot of hair, your best bet, fellas, is sticking to the middle of not doing too much with your hair. And yeah, whatever your style is, do what you can with it. But just keep in mind what type of woman you're coming across and dealing with, okay? Last thing on my list, are you guys ready? Did you give this video a big thumbs up? I'll give you a second. Okay, are y'all ready? No, but for real, last thing on my list is less stronger. What do you guys think I'm gonna say? Comment down below. Less stronger and what? Did you comment? Okay, it doesn't matter. I know sometimes not everybody comments, but we do have to still get that in. I do have to get it in. So the last thing that we have to talk about when it comes down to women, things that women wish more men will go ahead and do is wear less stronger cologne. Now, I know this is very basic or kind of like, okay, well, I don't always think about that. But here's the thing. Sometimes, and this is just a quick story time. When I was in high school, you guys, I literally would go into my cosmetic class and step into there to strong cologne until my teacher told the students as in male, stop wearing strong cologne. Not to say that the girls weren't wearing the colognes, but I just remember specific times, specific dates. Oh, you guys are wearing too much cologne. I smell that man cologne, or it's a certain cologne. So that heavy smell can turn off women so easily and have them to a point of, I'm drifted away, or you're doing too much. So get a neutral, get a fresh. Your best bet is fresh. Just smelling like you just came out the shower, hopped out, and you are at your best. Like, oh, that guy, he's, not too hairy. And now, let's say this though, just to backtrack real quick. If you do have hair, you could have a lot of hair, but keep in mind still, again, the type of girl you're dealing with. Not to change for that girl, but you could also change a routine that you might have just got accustomed to get accustomed to. So for me personally, there's certain things that I just do because I do, right? But because when you're with a certain person, you start realizing, well, okay, you know what? I'll change it up again, or a bit, or this time. So all in all, it's going to come back to you, but it's you being true to yourself. So to wrap up with this cologne thing, I didn't really have to say much about it clearly, just wear less. But just to wrap up with this cologne thing, it's really trying to stand out without trying to stand out. And fellas, this is the end of saying, if you want to be the guy that a lot of women want, or you have more attention from women, you don't have to reach or step beyond the boundaries of what you don't have to. Because what you show from just being yourself and being confident is enough. And fellas, nowadays, also women, they don't understand that. They feel like they have to reach or go beyond that. So accepting yourself will be a hard way to do it, like your growth, self-love, all those things. It's going to be complicated. But once you've done that, the gateway of having, if it's women, more people, more relationships, friendships, business, that's all going to come in when it happens within. And I'm so sorry for the people that don't like the rolling back and forth. I apologize so much. But that is all going to happen within. So when that happens, for my fellas out there, you guys will go and realize that you are better than what has been going on. You getting treated like you ain't nothing. You getting left on red. Women not wanting more from you. Not responding or giving any actions. All those things will justify everything at the end. But simply, sorry you guys, just be who you are and grow. When you grow, you get to your purpose. You make your money. You become this absolute new version. Excuse me, I had to burp. I'm so sorry. So you become this absolute new best version of yourself. And that's where women will not try to tell you anything. You got to understand this. And, you know, I got to write this down so we can talk about it in the next video or something. But the Sims that get treated like Sims, it's sad. It sounds sad, but they get treated that way because they act that way. If you want to be treated higher class, higher value, higher man, alpha man, sigma man, that man that doesn't take shit from women, BS, then you got to step up your game. And so that's where the lack comes in, because the emotional battle is too focused and busy on women, pedestal, validation, all those things. And so when you bring it back to yourself and make that main focus yourself, it's almost like you bring all the good into your life, right? It might be that dream job you want, fellas. It might be that dream car. It might be that dream location. Could just be simply that. You want to live here and then. You want to be around a certain type of environment, right? So it could be that and a whole bunch of other things. But ultimately, you have to know what you want and you have to be doing it for yourself. When you do it for yourself, you understand the value of yourself. And not only that, is that when you get caught up in the modern day and what society is, you know, taking you away from what you should be feeling, you will start feeling like, okay, well, I knew better this whole time. My intuition was right. So as long as you hang on to who you are, who you feel like you are, at least what you can possibly do, you won't have no worries of, okay, well, did I do that right? Should I have done that differently? What have I done? What should I have done? Right? Those questions will go away when you stay true to yourself and be honest. Choose you always. Know your value. Know your worth. And most definitely, the last things I'll say to wrap up is don't listen to those things that, you know, you have to live up to. But it's more so when you live up to it, it's because you delivered it in your own way. You lived that up to it to how you can, because that's how you're capable of it. But most importantly, this is what you can do for this moment. So if a woman can't accept it, they are not about it, they don't feel that is on them. That is not your problem no more. That is a personal problem for them. And so the role of being the carrier, the giver, I'm supporting you, emotional support, no, do that for yourself, fellas. Worry about yourself. Most importantly, take care of yourself. These women know what they got to do, and then they're expecting you guys to do this. So the things that they wish more men would do, you guys can be doing it. You guys should be doing already. But unfortunately, a lot of fellas just don't think it's good enough. But it is good enough, okay? So I'll go ahead and wrap up to say that, fellas, I thank you guys so much for watching until the end. All my fellas that did. And, well, I don't know how you guys got here. If you skip, thank you still for getting to this point. Give this video a big thumbs up. I have 2 other links down below, and you guys absolutely let your girl know what types of videos you would like to see. And yes, you guys, let me know. Also, last thing, if you want to see another version of this video, and bye, guys.